Got us, oh yes, here we are. Okay, hi everybody, my name is Erinn Morgan and I am the Editor-in-Chief and Editorial Director of Eyecare Business Magazine. And for those of you who, many of you may be familiar with Eyecare Business Magazine, but we have a very new look for our magazine at the show. It's our March issue and we redesigned our logo and our look and our cover inside the magazine as well. So we have some of these out for you to take with us if you'd like to take one along. And this magazine also covers the 8 trends that we will be covering here today. So there's lots more information in here on the trends as well. So I am very fortunate to be joined today up here by my special guests. So with us, we're very grateful to have Selima. And Selima is an entrepreneur. She's an icon in the industry. She's one of the, how many CFDA designers there are now? Not many.
Like 10 of us.
10 of them. So she's part of the Eyewear Designers of the Council of Fashion Designers of America. So it's called EDCFDA, which is a true honor, and it's a true honor to have you here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And she has her own collection called Selima Optique, and we'll be showing some of those frames here today. And Selima also has how many stores in New York?
5 stores in New York.
5 stores in New York, 1 in Paris.
Yes. And I had one in LA with the partner.
Right. And you have some really unique collaborations in your stores as well.
Yeah, talking about the eyewear.
Yeah.
Yes, I designed with artists and fashion designers, NBA, quite a few different people, yeah. And also studio too for people who are familiar with it.
Very nice. And Selima is also trained as an optometrist.
Yes.
And an optician. She basically does it all. So she's been there, yeah. And with us, we are also very grateful to have Tarrence. And he is with Vision Expo. And Tarrence is kind of, as you can tell, one of our fashion experts in the industry.
Thank you.
The fashion expert.
No, this is the fashion expert.
Awesome, thank you for joining us. And we also have Kyra, who is our model today. She's going to be modeling this beautiful collection of eyewear. And she'll be walking around and kind of showing you some of the different frames that illustrate the trends that we're talking about. And all of our frames and our trend boards were Carrie Ann, who is our senior associate editor on Eyecare Business Magazine, has helped organize all of that. So thank you to Carrie Ann. We appreciate that. Thank you. So, all right, so we'll get started. So I always like to kick things off with a quote, and I love fashion designer quotes. So the one I have this time is from Karl Lagerfeld, who recently passed away. Is there something healthier than competition? If not, you fall asleep and think success, and what you did is granted. Nothing is granted in fashion, and this is what I love about fashion. So using fashion in retail, in optical retail, really can bring in the excitement and the newness and differentiate your optical, your dispensary, your retail store, whatever it is that you have where you keep your frames. And we at Eyecare Business survey our readers on a regular basis every month. And we have found that we've asked them this question time and time again in our Frames and Sunwear Focus Group survey. And they have consistently ranked frame styling, so the fashion, the design, and the look of the frame styling, as the second most important feature when buying products. The first most, which you'll not be surprised, is construction quality. So the quality of the frame is number 1, and then the styling is number 2. So, as we know, fashion is a massive global industry, and eyewear is really coming to the fore. We've seen much more eyewear come down the runways for fashion designers of late, and it's been really exciting for us to watch, and it makes it a lot easier for us to pinpoint the trends. So we will get started with our fashion trends, but before we do that, I just want to ask you all a quick question. So I want to know who you are. So would you please raise your hand if you're an optician? All right, we have some. Please raise your hand if you're an optometrist. All right, we got some optometrists in the house. And then please raise your hand if you work on the staff of an optical shop or in the store. Awesome. Well, thank you all for joining us. Okay, so our first trend, we'll get started here with the eyewear and the modeling. Kyra will be coming around. So our first trend is called the new neutrals. And if you can't see this, or we have some kind of placed around on tables, some copies for you to take with you. But we're also happy to email this. We have PDFs that we can email out to anyone that would like it. So if you just want to pop your card up here at the end, we're happy to email you our trend boards. But Kyra is modeling. Ooh, we're starting off with Selima Optique.
Yes.
It's very exciting. So this is a sunglass with kind of neutral, glittery details. So it's kind of neutrals paired with a little bit of bling. And so this trend is really looking at, you know, this beautiful beiges and oatmeals and off-whites, and very easy to wear. And we saw it coming down the runways for both men and women. The second frame that she'll model here is a Lucky brand optical style from Dorigo Rem. And the fun part about this trend this season is it's really mixing up. It's super easy to mix it up on different silhouettes, different treatments. It's metal, it's acetate, it's combination frames. And we're seeing a lot of frames in these kind of beiges and caramels and really beautiful earthy type tones. And they really fit nicely. You could look beautiful even with black. You're just bringing the trend right into the eyewear. So, and then the last one she'll model here is Gigi Hadid frame for Vogue Eyewear style from Luxottica. And that has that beautiful neutral color on it, but it has that super trendy, kind of very thin profile to the frame, to the sunglass. So now I will ask Selima and Tarrence, so how does this trend translate to the consumer? How does it translate to the patient and the eyewear customer? You know, can it be fit for everyone? Is it appropriate?
Absolutely. I think it's the easiest trend ever, actually. Anybody can wear it, men, women, young, old, and you're not really taking a risk. It's very classic, simple. Yeah.
And I definitely agree. And one thing to say, and shout out to you, Selima, these neutrals are see more of a darker neutral style. And for those of like myself, a darker complexion, it just works. So for men, women, I feel it's
For
definitely
everyone.
Very wearable for everyone. So that's an easy one
Very
to
easy,
translate into the optical for
easy.
sure. Carry its way. Okay, so our next trend, we all love this trend. And you'll notice, I'm sure have seen this going on, but we're seeing, so we call it raising eyebrows. It's really this brow bar trend, and we saw it with the emergence of the Aviator several seasons ago, years ago. But now what we're seeing is like everybody's getting wildly creative with how the brow bar is being treated. So the first one that she's modeling is also a Selima Optique frame. That's a sunglass with kind of lace details. It's really
It's sweet fabric, actually, inside the plastic. Yes, yeah.
Oh,
Inside the plastic, yeah. It's made by a small lab in the south of France, and they do the plastics for us.
That's fantastic. Oh, cool. Okay, so there's fabric inlaid inside of the acetate in the frame. So, all this Aviator look is really taking so many incarnations, and there's also something for everyone. The second frame that she'll model is a Brioni optical Aviator from Kering. And that is kind of like really also fits in with this utility, kind of very chic utility look that we're seeing. And that kind of goes with the new neutrals look as well. But it has a very unique rimless Aviator frame shape and just a really beautiful optical style that is easy to wear for everyone. So what would you say for this, for the brow bar trend? Is that good for men and women?
I think, yeah, it's good for both. It's edgier, and when you want to make a bolder statement, it's great because you can sell something classic and then offer this as another second pair of choice. Yeah.
That's great. For men too.
Men, women, yeah. Sure.
As you can see,
You're working it.
I love brow bar. I think also you can take a frame that's simple and just dress it up for brow bar.
And it has a sexier,
This is a sexy feel. Yeah.
No, it's the brow bar is like instant sex appeal.
Exactly.
What's up with that? How did that happen? Yeah. So simple, right? Exactly. So So the last one that Kyra has on right now is a hot pink Yes sunglass from Margolin. And this brow bar is paired with a very cool round front to the frame. So, and again, this is an all ages trend, right? For all ages. Beautiful. Yes. Okay, so our next trend coming up. This is one of my favorites. It's really unique and it's probably not wearable for every face shape, maybe, I don't know, but we call it taking flight. So I've been to a lot of trade shows around the globe lately, very fortunate. And I was in Hong Kong for the Hong Kong Optical Fair, and I've been recently to Selima, and I'm seeing a lot of this in the US and overseas, particularly in Asia. So it's this butterfly shape, it takes the cat to the ultimate extreme. And it's this, sorry.
Amazing.
It's amazing, right? She's the first.
Everything is great on her.
She is a great face for eyewear. So the first one that she has on here is a Tom Ford sunglass from Margolin, and it has this kind of butterfly infinity shape silhouette to the frame. So the second one that she has is a Valentino sunglass from Expo that also has that kind of very uplifted, super extreme butterfly. So this one actually really looks like a butterfly, and it has this kind of extra lens kind of underneath, suspended under the frame as well. So if you want to get really extreme, that's definitely a showpiece for your optical. So is this tough for a lot of face shapes or wearable?
I wouldn't say tough, but it's a huge statement. And I would recommend, like, for people who dress very casual or whatever, it's like instant sex appeal. It's instant, like, rock and roll, everything, like, very, very strong. Yeah. I love it. Yeah.
I don't think men should be scared of wearing this. I'm sorry. I know some men think it's a very feminine frame, but for me, if you're in that mood, if you're feeling you have an outfit there, don't be scared to wear it.
But it won't be like the only pair. It's as a second pair.
Second pair, for sure. It's a statement.
I love it.
Okay, so color reimagined. So we're seeing this all over the runways, all over clothing collections for the season, this color blocking look. I've got it on my shoes, got the little color blocking, but we're seeing it in all kinds of apparel and accessory incarnations in handbags and shoes and clothing, and people are even kind of like, imagine Kyra had red on the top and yellow on the bottom. We're seeing just people pairing colors. And I think that you're working a little color blocking here. Yeah, look at those shoes. Those are beautiful. Thank you. So what Kyra has, is that the first frame? Okay, so that is the Kate Spade sunglass from Sapphalo, and that has kind of a gradient, but also really pretty pink, kind of chalky pink feel to it, and that's going to tie into our next trend as well of pastel colors. But the color blocking is all colors. We're seeing it in a lot of different, very strong colors as well as soft colors. So the next one that she's going to wear is, that's the Carolina Herrera. So that's the Carolina Herrera optical style from Rodrigo Ram. We actually featured this style in our March issue. Really beautiful frame, super wearable, but it has the black front, but then the color blocking is on the tops and the bottom and the sides. So that's a really easy way to wear this trend. So what would you say, color blocking? You're kind of got that going on in your frames.
Yeah, absolutely. I have to say, I don't think anyone color blocks like Selima.
That's
I think about color blocking for eyewear, for wardrobe. That's why I think about Selima. So Selima's doing it. I'm doing it too.
If Tarrence is doing it, I'm doing it. He's the best one for that.
But yeah, I would say for men and for women. I mean, there are a lot of frames out there that are labeled men's frames, and they're starting to do. They're even some Campbell's called blocking that way, and I love the wear still.
Yes, and it's really easy because there's so many different colors, so it fits every coloring kind of things, because there's lots of silhouettes as well. So the last one, we'll wrap up the trend with another Carolina Herrera style as we go around. And this is a sunglass that pairs a classic tortoise with a bold burgundy. And that is, again, for another coloring, another face shape. It's just a really easy way to wear this trend and bring it to life. So our next trend is also a color trend, and we're seeing this all over eyewear here at the show, this pastel on point. So on our trend boards you can see, this yellow is, they're calling it the big color of the season. We see a lot of powder blues and pinks and
In the audience, Valerie's wearing pink.
oh, look at that. Yes, she's
Lavender.
yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wearing
Yesterday,
lavender in the jacket.
oh, yes. Yesterday we had a full yellow suit, like a pantsuit.
Wow.
Wearing, so she was perfect. But so we're seeing a lot of this. So in eyewear, is that the first one? That's just Selima. Optique frame. And that's
Over.
sunglass.